Everybody tells small creators the same thing when their videos don't perform. Improve your CTR, make better thumbnails, write more curiosity-driven titles, get more clicks. But I think that advice is incomplete, because I'm starting to believe a high CTR can actually hurt your channel. And after looking at the analytics from my last upload, I think this is one of the biggest reasons small creators get trapped in low impressions. At first, I thought the video was doing okay. The click-through rate wasn't terrible. People were clicking. And for a moment, I thought YouTube might finally start testing the channel properly. But then the video completely stalled out almost immediately. That confused me, because creators are constantly told that CTR is one of the most important metrics on YouTube. So logically, if people are clicking, shouldn't the platform keep pushing the video? But then I noticed something important in the retention graph. The people clicking on the video were expecting something completely different from what the content actually delivered. The packaging created one expectation, while the video delivered another. The thumbnail and title felt dramatic and emotional, but the actual video was analytical and experimental. So the wrong audience clicked. And I think that's where things get dangerous for small creators, because YouTube doesn't just measure clicks, it measures satisfaction after the click. If viewers leave quickly, the platform starts losing confidence in the video, even if the CTR initially looked strong. That completely changed how I think about thumbnails and titles, because now I don't think the goal is simply to get the click. I think the goal is to get the right click from the right viewer. And I think a lot of small creators accidentally destroy their own audience, targeting without realizing it. They optimize for curiosity, but completely ignore expectation alignment. The thumbnail becomes too broad. The title becomes too exaggerated. The hook promises something bigger than the actual video delivers. And YouTube notices the disconnect immediately through retention behavior, because the platform is constantly asking one question: did viewers feel satisfied after clicking? Not just, did they click? That's why I think CTR alone can become a dangerous metric. You can technically increase clicks while simultaneously decreasing recommendation confidence. And for a small channel, that can completely poison the early testing phase. I think that's exactly what happened to my last upload. The wrong audience clicked first, retention collapsed, and impressions slowed down almost instantly. Not because the video was necessarily bad, but because the audience match was weak. So now I'm starting to think about packaging differently, not as advertising, but as targeting. The thumbnail and title shouldn't attract everybody. They should attract the exact viewer the video was designed for. Because honestly, I would rather get fewer clicks from the right audience than thousands of clicks from viewers who instantly leave. One creates momentum, the other creates confusion, and I think this is where most YouTube advice falls apart. Everyone talks about increasing CTR, but almost nobody talks about click quality. That's the hidden metric nobody explains. Because low-quality clicks create weak retention. Weak retention creates low satisfaction signals. And low satisfaction kills distribution. That's what creates the illusion that YouTube randomly stopped pushing the video. But really, the platform may have simply lost confidence in the audience match. And the more I study this, the more I think impressions are really just confidence tests. YouTube is testing whether the right people respond to your content, and your packaging decides who enters the test first. That's why thumbnails are so powerful, but also so dangerous. A strong thumbnail can actually sabotage your video if it attracts the wrong viewer psychology. That sounds backwards, but I genuinely think accurate curiosity beats exaggerated curiosity almost every single time, because accurate curiosity creates retention, retention creates satisfaction, and satisfaction creates distribution confidence. So, moving forward, I'm treating every upload like an audience targeting experiment, not just a content experiment, because I think the real game on YouTube isn't how do I get more clicks? It's how do I consistently attract the right viewers? And honestly, I think that changes everything. This is Attention Lab. We test, analyze, optimize,